morning, Birmingham. It's Dixon Divining on Talk 99.5 and Talk 99.5.com. 9:07 our time. 15th of July of 2026, if you can believe that. Got a little rain in the forecast this afternoon. It may or may not hit you. 87 degrees for a high. More rain, but lesser chance tomorrow. We're looking at about 92 and then 91 on Friday with a 40% chance of rain. The weekend looks okay. That's all I'm going to say about that. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say about that. Jenny.
We need a break from the rain.
We do
I'm
indeed.
I'm going to say it. Just
Could
give us a
use
break for
couple of
a
nice,
little bit.
couple of nice clear days would be
Yeah.
lovely. We can do that. Even I made my little summer shower, my little sun shower yesterday was okay. I didn't mind it so much, but it did humidify everything. I went out to, drag in the garbage can and get it back up next to the house where it's supposed to be. And I mean, I took about 2 steps outside. I was like,
Yeah, it was tough to
"Where's the iron lung? Where
get through that.
Oy,
There's
oy,
been so
oy.
much rain. I've got these hydrangeas that are just beautiful in the front of the house, but they're kind of not real. They're not established very well. The rain has pounded them down.
Oh no!
And I'm like, yeah, I need to dry out so they'll come back up because they're just like laying on the ground on
Yeah.
the sidewalk coming up to the house. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't look very good.
I am convinced that hydrangeas are aptly named because they just use a lot of water. I mean, they just take so much water. And I used to have some in my house in Prattville, and they were a lovely blue color, and they grew just gorgeously. But if you didn't get and keep the water on them, I mean, 10 minutes later, they'd just be like, "And we're dying now, Dad. Thanks for nothing.
They look rough.
We didn't
Wow.
get enough. We didn't get enough water.
Yeah, now they're getting too much.
You killed us. I hope you're happy." Wow. Hydrangea murderer. Alabama Tree Pros is ready to come help out your tree. Maybe it's not getting enough water. Maybe you'd like to save the tree if you can. They'll talk to you about that. If not, then they'll talk to you about taking it down or trimming it up, whatever it is you need done to make sure that it doesn't fall on anybody, hit a vehicle, or drop across a road. We don't think about that often enough. You got a big, heavy tree, falling across a road. You have disrupted not just your day, but everyone else's, because now they got to figure out another way to get where they're going. Alabama Tree Pros can come out, chop that thing up, cut it into pieces, haul it away for you if it did fall already. If not, then they can take it all the way down to the ground, even grind up the stump if that's what you're after. Everything from saving to complete removal. You name it, they can make it happen. AlabamaTreePros.com. They'll do it for less. They're fast, they're expert, they're safe. That's important stuff. All licensed, bonded, insured, stable to the back of your low estimate. AlabamaTreePros.com. AlabamaTreePros.com. 308-4158. Finally, we run across a director who is willing to stand up to the woke idiocy that is happening out there. There is a new Lord of the Rings project. You'd think once they made it through the books, you'd be like, and we're done. No, let's write some books between the books.
That's brilliance, right? That's a moneymaker.
Well,
It's supposed to be.
moneymaker is what they're after, exactly. The goal here is to get people who really love their J.R.R. Tolkien and see if we can't separate them from their money yet again. This movie is called The Hunt for Gollum. I don't know if this is the one that's being written by Stephen Colbert. I know
It is not.
Okay. But he is writing a Lord of the Rings
He is
movie,
writing
from
one,
what I
yes,
understand.
and can't wait not to watch that one.
That one will be woke.
This one is directed by Andy Serkis, who also was the motion capture actor for Gollum. Andy Serkis has been in a lot of movies as motion capture. He was
He has.
the ape. He was one of the apes, I think, Caesar in Planet of the Apes, right?
Yes, he was.
In the newer
Plus,
version of it.
he's been, not a motion capture in several different things. You'd recognize him if you saw him.
Absolutely. He plays Alfred in The Batman. He was in one of my all-time favorite guilty pleasure movies, Jennifer Garner, 13 Going on 30. If you've never seen it, it's a great flick. I only watched it because I had a 13-year-old daughter at the time, and I was like,
This will be
watch this.
perfect,
This
yeah.
is a nice lesson for you on how not to be a jerk. Like this is, because that's what the whole movie is about, is you're a jerk when you're a kid, you grow into a jerky adult. You're nice, you grow into a nice adult. And watched it, and I ended up falling in love with it. She's like, it's okay.
Oh,
Shut up.
What do you
Love
know?
that movie.
she'll remember watching that one day with
The
you.
the thriller scene on the dance floor is, and Andy Serkis is in it. And he's absolutely brilliant. Anyway, he is, he was asked, of course, about the fact that, oh, these movies are awfully white. What's the story with this? What's this story? These Lord of the Rings movies, they're awfully white. And he's like, yeah,
That's
that's
cast.
right. Yes, they are. That's how it works. He goes, a lot of the Middle Earth stuff was based upon Norse culture. You know, your elves, your, archers, Vikings, et cetera, et cetera. Well, in the first ones, the orcs were all dark. And we're following the book. I don't know if you're aware of this or not. There's books that we were basing these on. So we're going to use the same characters with this new story. But yeah, it's going to be an all-white cast. Get used to the idea.
How about that? You don't hear that pushback very often.
It's nice to see.
Mhm.
Now, I am the first to say that when it doesn't matter,
Then
about
whoever,
the character.
whoever the best actor or actress is.
you
Put it
want
in there.
a perfect example would be Shawshank Redemption. Getting Morgan Freeman as Red was
Oh,
a
man,
slam dunk.
it
That was
was.
absolutely perfect. And the character in the book, not black, but it didn't matter.
No.
Did not matter who that person was. Nobody cared. But if, when you start talking about casting James Bond, no, he's white, he's British, he's male. That's all there is to it.
Period.
Stop it.
Hmm. He is not a she.
No, it's not Jane
Don't
Bond.
make it a she.
There's no Jane Bond.
No.
Sorry about that. Hollywood Elite is secretly looking to produce the first AI blockbuster, despite the fact that they all claim that they're not going to do that.
Mm.
Well, every one of them is like,
Yeah.
well, we're concerned about the unions. We care about actors and actress unions and so on and so forth. In the meantime, quietly behind their scenes, they're
They're
like,
doing it.
can we possibly make a movie without all these annoying actors? How about this? Let's make one without the annoying scriptwriters, too.
Oh, yeah.
And
we don't
how
have to
long do
write
you
a
think you're
check.
going to go before somebody goes, by the way, that's all AI?
Yeah, well, I mean, it will. It's going to happen. And,
It
and,
will.
they're, and they're going to admit that it's all AI. They're going to be the first AI movie. And I'll tell you, it's going to suck. The first AI movie is going to be terrible. Go back and watch the first Toy Story. It's not terrible, but compare it to even Monsters, Inc., a couple of albums, a couple of movies later.
Yeah.
Monsters, Inc., the way that they animated Sully's hair is so remarkable to me because I understand what it is they're doing and how they're doing. I don't understand how they do it in a computer, but I understand the process of animation. And what they did there is nothing short of a miracle. And that was only, the third or fourth movie in their series because they did Toy Story, they did A Bug's Life, I think, and then they did Toy Story 2. And then I think you got Monsters, Inc. I think that was the order that they went in.
And as AI goes,
Mhm.
we've seen it. It's like with it every week and every month that goes by, it's going to get better and better.
No question.
And the same thing if they start making these AI movies, there's going to be a point we won't be able to tell the difference.
And hopefully we won't care if they're any good. I don't care. I mean, I just want to watch a good, entertaining story well told.
Yeah, Monsters, Inc. was their fourth full feature release. Toy Story, Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, then Monsters, Inc.
This is disturbing that I'm carrying this stuff around in my head. I got to be honest with you. I don't know where it's coming from, and I also don't know where my car keys are. So weird.
That's why you're able to do that.
Is that
Because
why?
you don't know where your
Yeah,
car
I
keys
don't
are.
fill my head
if
with
you
useless
did both of those,
garbage.
it wouldn't work.
Yeah, what do you need car keys for?
Exactly.
On the other hand,
I got the car keys. You got the movies.
Okay, good.
We're a good match here.
Congratulations
I
to
know exactly where you put them.
the Michael Jackson biopic. $1 billion at the
Good
box office.
Word.
congratulations.
Yeah.
$1 billion. That is truly amazing. It did it the old-fashioned way by being a really good movie with a lot of great music about a person people really wanted to see. And
they left out anything negative.
well, they did, but they ended before that negative stuff started.
Yeah.
They got to the point where they're like, and
End scene.
right.
Right there.
It's like ending Hitler's story right before he writes Mein Kampf. He's like, there, we're done.
Which, again, you got to hand it to him for the movie to be successful.
I know one guy who went to the theater and saw this movie 3 times.
Oh.
That's how much he wanted to see. He liked Michael. He loved the movie. He wanted to see, and he saw it 3 times in the
Wow.
theater. I said, it's going to stream at some point. He goes, yeah, but when? And I want to see it on the big screen. I'm like, okay, do it. I don't blame you. I've done that with more than one movie. Not recently, of course. Now, Michael, by the way, you can do pay-per-view right now on TV. I know that because it keeps popping up on my Google TV. That's like, don't you want to stream this? Don't you want to pay us money and stream this? I really don't. But it's not going to stream for quite a while on any of the pay platforms like HBO Max or anything like that.
I'm going to say October.
October is a pretty good guess. By contrast, The Breadwinner, which was in theaters a month ago, is already streaming somewhere.
Because nobody went to go see it in the movie theater.
Oh, man. If you're going to remake Mr. Mom, call it Mr. Mom. That's what I say. And Rosie O'Donnell is claiming that Donald Trump has dementia.
She looked in the mirror?
She doesn't know what she's talking about.
Oh, well, he makes
Good
the occasional
heavens.
error. I saw him
He's
refer
80
to.
years old.
Yes, I know.
Good heavens.
Well, and he's also very busy and spends a lot of time talking to a lot of people. But the other day when he was talking about, he was sitting there with Volodymyr Zelensky and he said, "Do you have a question for President Putin?" And he kind of waves over here.
And
And then he kind of saved himself. So, I'm going to see Putin soon. Ask me about. You're like, we know what you did. We understand. He gets stuff wrong. He referred to the Democratic Republic of Iran or something the other day. Look. Yes, when you're that busy and you do that many things, you're going to make the occasional gaffe. We always say that here. You try talking for 4 hours and get everything exactly right.
You're not going to be perfect. There's
You're
no way.
You're going to screw it up.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
We're
and when you
called
do,
human beings.
when you do, you correct yourself and you move on. Rosie O'Donnell had not one word to say about Joe Biden when he turned into President Roomba every time he tried to leave a stage.
Of course not.
So I'm sorry, I
She's-
can't take you seriously if you're not going to.
If they had a hate list of people that hate Donald Trump, she'd be number one on the list. She would be. I mean, she. How many times have we talked about Rosie O'Donnell? And at some point in time, when somebody's interviewing her, she's talking about Donald Trump
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
She cannot leave him alone.
My favorite was that she went to the psychiatrist, and the psychiatrist said, "You need to stop thinking about him. You've got to stop dwelling on him because he's making you miserable." And she was like, "Yeah, okay." And she made it like 4 hours. She said, "That's all the more she could do."
oh
my
man, oh
God.
man.
Uh,
It's fun to talk about. It really is.
9:18, Dixon inviting Steve's turn comes up next. It's not the great sound of Poison. Yeah. The marvelous guitar work of C.C. DeVille right there. And Bret Michaels, one of the smartest individuals I've ever had the pleasure of interviewing. This guy is a brainiac who chose to become a rock star. I definitely got the feeling he could do anything he put his mind to, you know? I mean, I had the chance to interview him twice, and both times I've just thought, I've come away just going, geez, this guy blows my mind. Blows my mind. 924, Dixon and Vining Talk 99.5.
Hey, folks, this is an excellent time to get in touch with some guys that can help you put together a plan that maybe we all don't have the expertise in, and that's finances. Maybe we're busy doing other things, and it's like, I know a little, I can dabble here or there, and I got a 401k going, or I've got my pension, and everything's going to be okay. Well, is it really? Do you really have a plan? If you don't, Danny Knowles and the Knowles Group would love to assist you in putting that plan together, customizing what it is that you want to do and get you to those goals. That's what it's all about. And it is so important to have this, as much as like having a will. So if you don't have a financial plan, you've been thinking about it, live your life with confidence and a clear financial plan when you deal with Danny Knowles and the Knowles Group. Knowles is how you spell it. If you want to get in touch with them, it is theknowlesgroup.com. Their website's fantastic. There's all kinds of information there, and they want to help you get where you need to go. When it comes to retirement, all the things that go into it, your 401k, Social Security, where are your investments, let them help you with it. Let them put it all together for you in one beautiful plan. Danny Knowles and the Knowles Group. Go to theknowlesgroup.com. That's theknowlesgroup.com.
It's Steve's turn.
So we here in the state of Alabama, we're crazy about football. College football, to be more precise. We're okay with pro football. We like high school football. We love college football. So when a list comes out to claim the top 20 college football coaches of all time, I got to bring it to the masses and see if we agree with this, number one. And number two, I'm automatically interested because I wonder whether or not this suffers from short attention span syndrome. The list, by the way, compiled by Summarize.com writer Joe Gonzalez, takes into account, he says, the coaches' national titles, win-loss record, and the legacy they left behind. Both Alabama and Auburn are represented here. At number 20, very early Auburn coach John Heisman. Yeah, the guy who's got the Heisman Trophy named after him. He did coach at Auburn for a little while.
That's true.
He is at number 20. Lou Holtz led 6 different schools to bowl games, won a title with Notre Dame. He's number 19. Number 18, Ara Parseghian, credited with bringing Notre Dame back from their failures of the 1950s, and in the 60s and 70s claimed 2 national titles there. Number 17 is Bo Schembechler, 13 Big Ten titles, 10 Rose Bowls in 21 seasons. No national titles, however, but he ranks number 17. Number 16, John McKay made USC into what we know it to be. 16 seasons, winning 4 national titles, 2 Heisman Trophy winners. Number 15, General Robert Neyland made Andrew's beloved Tennessee into a powerhouse in between 3 stints in the military. Last coach to have an unbeaten, unscored-upon team in the SEC. That happened back in 1938. Number 14, Barry Switzer, master recruiter, whose choice and use of those players, 3 national titles and a dozen Big 8 titles, back when they were small. He's actually also one of a select few to claim both a national championship in college and a Super Bowl win. And then we get to number 13. A little controversial here. It's Joe Paterno. Yeah, the things that you overlooked while he was at Penn State, but we're concentrating on what he did on the field. 409 wins in 46 seasons at that school, 2 national titles among 5 different teams that went undefeated. Speaking of controversial, number 12, Woody Hayes. Obviously for the way his career ended, but when you lead Ohio State to 13 Big Ten titles and 5 national championships, I guess you get on the list. This guy I think is a little underrated here. Number 11, Eddie Robinson from Grambling State. Had such an impact on so many players that are in college and or pro football halls of fame. 408 wins over 55 seasons at that small Louisiana college, claimed 9 black national college titles, sent 200 players on to the NFL. Bobby Bowden comes in at number 10, started right here at Samford, then Howard, before taking on the job of dragging Florida State out of the dregs, and he did. Led the Seminoles to top 5 rankings in 14 consecutive seasons, won 377 games and 2 national titles. Number 9, Tom Osborne would make Molly very happy, obviously, coming from Nebraska. His resume, though, backs it up. 3 national titles in 4 years in the 1990s, 255 total wins. Never won less than 9 games in each and every season in his career at Nebraska. Number 8, Frank Leahy claimed 4 national titles, 4 Heisman Trophy winners at Notre Dame in the 1940s. Racked up a quite impressive .864 winning percentage as well. Bud Wilkinson, a predecessor of Barry Switzer at Oklahoma, led the team to a national record 47-game winning streak, plus 3 national titles. Number 6, Urban Meyer, 3 schools he led to national prominence, one to one of a handful to claim a national title at 2 different schools, Florida and Ohio State in his case. Darrell Royal led Texas on the national title scene, won 11 conference titles and 3 national championships. Speaking of the early days of college football, Fielding Yost, he's the guy who built Michigan into the powerhouse that it is today. In the early 1900s, led his teams to a 55-0-1 record at one point. He's credited with 6 national titles. Knute Rockne, we know about, claims the highest winning percentage in college history at .881, 3 national titles. Who knows what else he could have done if he hadn't died in a plane crash at 43. Number 2, Nick Saban, one of the select coaches to claim a national title at 2 different schools, LSU then Alabama, claiming 6 more in Tuscaloosa, and has more first-round NFL picks by far than any other coach in NFL history. He chooses Paul Bear Bryant at number 1, retired as the then winningest coach in history, obviously since surpassed. Added 6 national titles, likely could or should have claimed at least 2 more. 1 at Maryland, 1 at Kentucky, 1 at Texas A&M before, as Bear said, Mama called, and he returned to Tuscaloosa, led the Crimson Tide squads to national titles in 3 different decades. So Alabama gets the top 2, and Auburn gets exactly 1 coach, and he comes in at number 20. Auburn fans might be a little upset.
I believe that is 9/8 time, if I'm not mistaken. What is with the police? They're always. Let's see what kind of weird time signature we can come up with today. 5-7. Let's do that.
It works though.
It does.
I don't want to do it, but jeez.
It's funny to me. They wrote all of these very complex songs with difficult time signatures, and their biggest hit was essentially a 12-bar blues song called "Every Breath You Take." You're like,
How about
wow,
stalking people?
yeah, exactly. 9:35. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk99.5.com. Parrott Structural Services is ready to come out and fix your foundation if it needs fixing. They're also going to be honest with you if it doesn't need fixing. Look, they run across enough work that needs to be done on a regular basis. They're not going to lie to you. They don't do that. That's not their reputation. In fact, they reside upon their reputation. They know that people trust them because they hear it from their neighbors and other people who have used it. And you can go anybody who's ever used Parrott Structural Services and ask them how they enjoyed the experience, and they're going to say, well, nobody likes to have foundation problems, but if you got to have them, these are the guys to use. ParrottSS.com, 668-2626, Parrott Structural Services, licensed, bonded, insured, and E-Verify compliant. I don't know if you want to hear the Jeff joke of the day.
Sure we do. We'll take the good with the bad. And with that heavy sigh, it sounds like it's not good.
Well, it's difficult to word a joke of this nature. So I'll read it to you the way he worded it. I'm not sure that I can improve upon it, to be honest with you. After having 3 kids, a man saw on the internet where every 4th child born in the world was Chinese. He told his wife, we're going to have no more kids because I'm not having a Chinese kid. See, the wording just doesn't work.
It's. I think it could use some work. I think it would be funnier. I'm just not sure exactly how to reword it.
Yeah.
But I think it could be funnier in delivery.
Yeah.
Not bad, Jeff. Not bad.
It's kind of funny, kind of cute.
Kind of funny.
Just a little.
We'll take kind of funny. What did you think about Steve's list, by the way?
I love the list.
You like it?
Oh, yeah.
I think they got 1 and 2
This is
reversed.
the Alabama grad.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I think
got those reversed.
I think they got 1 and 2 reversed.
I don't
And
know.
while you say Auburn fans aren't going to be happy, look, Pat Dye was a great coach. Didn't win a national championship, right? There was 1 in 1957.
Could say one got robbed.
Yeah. Well, I'd point more to Tommy Tuberville as a guy who had an undefeated season in 2004. And, he had many, many good seasons. But, it's tough. You talk about the fellow that had no fewer, Tom Osborne at Nebraska, never had less than 9 wins a season. Auburn hasn't been able to put together 2 back-to-back 10-win seasons in forever, as long as I've been alive.
It's not easy to do. It's
No,
just not.
It's not.
And
but
that's why we're so spoiled in this state.
absolutely. Going through a very rough time right now at Auburn, and maybe Alex Golesh can pull this thing out. But, who would you if you were going to remove anybody from that list, in my opinion, Bo Schembechler could go. But I don't, which Auburn coach are you going to stick in there? Tuberville, Dye, Brian Harsin. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow. Somebody's out there yelling, Shug Jordan, Shug Jordan.
Shug Jordan, obviously a possibility for sure. But, they're also another person that I, by the way, would probably take off that list is Barry Switzer. I happened to be in Oklahoma when he was the coach at Oklahoma. He was the worst disciplinarian. The whole reason that he left and went to the Cowboys is because he was in serious trouble at Oklahoma and he was going to be sent packing. So he left, and by the way, was a terrible disciplinarian with the Cowboys as well.
True.
And everybody pretty much agrees that the Super Bowl they won was based entirely upon the previous year's team and that they didn't need his coaching.
No.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely what was built under Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it.
Yeah. Switzer's questionable. So Switzer and Schembechler on that list could probably both be jettisoned. I would keep Joe Paterno. I ran across Bobby Bowden's best friend coming out of a cigar shop in Hoover one day. I was actually there doing a live broadcast, and this guy was there, and he was, I was just hanging out with Bobby. He was in town. I was like, I know. I interviewed him yesterday morning on my radio show. He stopped by. It was real nice. And he said, man, you wouldn't believe the feud between him and Paterno. Like it's
bad.
He'll pull ahead a little bit and then suddenly sanctions and he'll lose 10 wins. So you're like, and then Paterno is like, and then they vacate this, and he says it's nonstop. They're always trying to get ahead of each other, and neither one is going to retire until the other one, and eventually, of course, they sent Bobby packing, so he didn't have a choice. Paterno the same way, who died shortly thereafter. But those were two guys who really had the competitive spirit in them. And, I know that Bobby Bowden only won one national championship there, but he was a coach's coach.
Yeah, he was a heck of a coach.
Sort of like the guy at Grambling who won all those games. For the longest time, he was the winningest coach in college football history and sent 200 players to the NFL. You can't keep a guy like that off the list.
No,
Eddie Robinson.
Eddie Robinson.
Eddie Robinson.
Like I said, I think he was underrated on that.
Yeah, I would agree.
Because, again, that when you talk about great coaches, it's not always, I know we gauge everything on wins and national championships and things like that, but it's also, like you just said, that you sent 200 players to the NFL. That's not easy to do.
It's why I got to admit I appreciated that list, because not only did he include national titles and winning percentage, but the legacy left behind, because that is vastly important, and that's why I think Eddie Robinson is underrated on that list.
Well, you can't kick Urban Meyer off because he did win a couple of national championships, but you could certainly look at him and say, you're a reprehensible human being. Let's take a look at some food talk, shall we?
Let's do it.
A woman in a McDonald's drive-thru allegedly slapped a man for taking too long to get his food.
What's wrong with people?
Mm-hmm.
Like a worker or just the guy standing at the counter waiting on it?
Well, let me tell you the story. 39-year-old Constance Cota has been charged with second-degree harassment. She was a passenger in a vehicle waiting in line at the McDonald's drive-thru around 12:43 a.m.
Well, there's a problem.
Nothing good happens after midnight. She allegedly got out of the car, walked up to the car in front of her, and slapped the driver in the face. Police say Cota was upset at the driver because he wasn't hurrying up getting his food. The McDonald's manager reported the incident to police, saying a customer was assaulted by a woman who also tried to break his driver's side window. Police say McDonald's provided them with surveillance video. 4 days after the incident, Cota was arrested. She was released to appear in Governortown Court at a later date. Look, I don't know how you are. When I'm sitting in the drive-thru
at 12:43 in the morning,
and the guy in front of me is taking forever, you don't know if it's the guy in the car or the people in the restaurant that are the problem.
No
That's
idea.
true.
I mean, I understand if you pulled up.
Can you just say that this woman was drunk? Come on, there's got to be more. Drugs, drunk, something. Who does that?
Just stupid?
Maybe. We're seeing more of that. Less excuses for the way people act.
The word you're looking for is hangry. She was hangry.
Yeah.
She really
That's
wanted
what she should have done, just grabbed his food as it was coming out the window, if that was the problem.
What she should have done was sat and waited patiently like everyone else does under those circumstances.
Just grab the food. Just go over there and say, I need
If
my
you're running
food.
out of patience, just leave the drive-thru, go someplace else.
That's right. It's just going to make you wait longer.
Right.
Popeye's bringing back the item people are calling the best they've ever tasted. It's cheese bites.
That's the best thing Popeyes has ever done?
Essentially, they're deep-fried cheese curds.
They look really good.
They taste like Cheddar Bay biscuits, reported one taste tester who declared them the best cheese curd bites ever tasted.
They taste like Cheddar Bay biscuits?
That's the claim.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Another commentator wrote that the Popeyes cheese bites, which feature white cheddar, hand-breaded, and a garlicky crust and come with a side of marinara for dipping, are hella good. Hella good.
So twice we've heard about Popeyes today. First, their tea, right? This morning earlier?
No, that was Bojangles.
Yeah, that's right. I'm getting them mixed up.
That's right.
Bojangles, not Popeyes. Does Popeyes have tea?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't eat
know.
that.
It's been way too long since I've been there.
Popeyes.
Maybe they should get some
Popeyes
tea.
is supposed to be known for chicken. Their cheese bites are the best thing that they've ever done.
That's disturbing, isn't it?
Okay, so we'll go to Popeyes and Bojangles.
They're also debuting new butterfly shrimp. Yeah, $5 faves menu, butterfly shrimp available in 4 bold flavors, buffalo, garlic, parm, lemon pepper, and ghost pepper. The 8-piece meal joins the summer $5 faves lineup alongside the chain's signature chicken sandwich, 3-piece chicken tenders, and 3-piece signature chicken. Fast food shrimp, I find it questionable.
I can't do that.
I'm not really willing to go enjoy fast food shrimp. Put me at a seafood restaurant, I'm all about it.
Captain D's is so disappointed in you.
Captain D's, please. Olive Garden bringing back the iconic what? What is it? Huh? It's the never-ending pasta pass.
They're going to go out of business. Here we go.
Worked
Did
for
you
Red
not?
Lobster.
Red Lobster. You should follow. What
This is cheaper though.
Hold on.
Okay.
It's a lot cheaper to do.
They're doing it differently now.
Oh, are they?
Olive Garden has announced it's bringing back the fan favorite item, which entitles the holder to 13 weeks of unlimited pasta under the promotion for just $100. Diners can eat their fill of the chain's pasta dishes during the 13-week run. That means all you can eat Alfredo, carbonara, and good old marinara, plus never-ending cups of the chain's famous soup or salad and breadsticks. The catch? Only 10,000 passes are available.
For $100.
Spend $100, you get the pass, and then you don't have to pay for anything?
Pasta doesn't cost
anything. You have to buy your beverages, and I think the breadsticks are still free.
Okay. All right.
Pasta is less expensive. That's true than shrimp for sure. But 10,000 of them, what they're doing is they're counting on some people coming once a week. And then there's going to be a guy that eats 2 meals a day there every day.
Mm-hmm.
No,
there's going to be somebody that's going to say, here's where I get my money back.
That's right. I don't want to lose money on this deal. I'm absolutely going there every week. Applebee's releasing a new version of its iconic appetizer, and fans say it's going to be scrumptious. I don't know if you've ever had these, but they are a one-ton taco, and the ones that I've had are usually filled with pork. They do a sweet and spicy chicken filling. There's a little slaw. It's an Asian taco type thing in a one-ton wrapper, and it's really, really good. It's one of my favorite things from Applebee's. I haven't eaten there in forever.
So you've had them.
Oh, yeah.
They're really good.
Absolutely.
I've never
had
had
a while,
these.
but yeah, I'd have to admit, I'm not sure I ever saw them on the
I
menu.
love tacos. I like wontons. And all that filling looks really good.
That has been a staple for years. They are now bringing out the classic cheeseburger, swapping the chicken filling for seasoned ground beef, melted cheddar cheese, applewood smoked bacon, pickles, and spicy honey mustard.
Bacon cheeseburger.
Hello.
Come on.
That's right. I'm in. Count me in. Break out the defibrillator. I'm going to eat all 4 of these.
We're going to need it.
When they show up.
They're small. They don't look like they're...
No, they're not that
like
big.
the size of a taco.
So you can't mix and match those?
No.
Huh.
Why must you always be problematic, Steve?
No, I'm just asking.
You're nothing but
some
trouble.
places let you mix and match.
They might.
Bacon
I have no idea.
cheeseburger.
I don't know. I know this. Applebee's coldest beer on the planet, and always good to have something, to wash down with that beer. So these have been a long-time favorite of mine, but I haven't eaten there in forever, so why am I even talking about it? Totino's is unveiling 3 new exciting pizza roll flavors.
Well, it's about time.
Didn't we run across we had 12 the other day that we were reading about?
Exactly.
We didn't even know they existed.
Well, now there's 3 more you didn't know existed. Zesty limon blasted pepperoni, garlic parm blasted pepperoni, and nacho boom blasted cheese.
Why are we blasting everything?
Everything's blasted pepperoni.
These blasted Totino rolls.
Garlic parm, pepperoni, and blasted nacho boom cheese.
Consarn them.
Yeah.
I give up.
Okay.
Pizza rolls.
Congratulations to him.
Pizza rolls strike me as a young man's game. I'm not sure you should be eating those at 62.
Probably not.
9:48. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5. The Dixon and Vining question of the day coming up next. Portugal Man. Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, talk995.com, 9:53. And Alabama Men's Clinic keeping an eye on your testosterone for you to make sure that it stays where it's supposed to be. Look, you can't ever let this stuff slip, because if you do, suddenly you become a girly man. And no one wants to be a girly man. What, are you, some kind of girly man? No. Testosterone will actually get your level between 600 and 900 where it needs to be and make you feel a whole lot better. Energy, power, able to move forth. You'll feel healthier and happier and better overall. And, of course, if you're struggling with ED, they can help you with that. Hair loss, weight loss, PD, you name it. They do it at the Alabama Men's Clinic, a whole-person treatment, even though men is their middle name. It's true. Stop by for a $99 initial consultation and find out more about it at alabamamensclinic.com. Their website's very informative, alabamamensclinic.com. Some of the texts we have received. Tom says, when I picked up my granddaughter and friend from Michael Jackson movie, I was surprised at the number of those exiting the theater dressed in Michael Jackson costumes. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm surprised at the number of people that actually own Michael Jackson outfits. What is going on with that?
Well, you just need, a glove and a little black jacket.
You gotta have
some
that.
white
jacket
socks
with a lot of zippers on it.
some black shoes.
It's more of like
and some pants that are
marching band jacket is
way above your ankles.
Way up.
Yeah.
One person that recognized Bret Michaels' brilliance was Donald Trump on The Apprentice. Yes, Scott, when he was on The Apprentice, I didn't watch it, by the way, but when I heard that he was one of the contestants before they even started the season, because they used to do that, they'd be like, here are the contestants this year. And I read it on the air, and I said, mark my words, Bret Michaels going to win this. And people were calling in like, you're a moron. I'm like, no, you don't know. You don't know. Bret Michaels is a genius. He's going to win this. And lo and behold, he won it. Let's see. On the subject of the lady in the tub, says this unnamed person, I have a family member that uses an app called Snug. They have to check in from their phone daily on the app. 5 minutes after the lack of checking in, it contacts the people they put on their list. We like it, and it does work. Peace of mind. Suddenly you've given me a task. I'd be like, I'd be so freaked out. Like, I have to keep my phone on me. I got to check in. When they check in, I have to respond. If they don't respond, they come get me.
It's a lot of pressure there.
You got to do it at a certain time every day.
They're going to put me in a home and take my keys away.
Well, that'll keep you making sure you go to the app and do it. Huh?
Jerry says Gene Stallings should have made the list. He wasn't.
Too short of a time.
Yeah,
he won a national
enough.
title. He had a good win-loss record, but too short of a time.
Great. Hell of a guy. Wonderful interview once again. Where's the joke of the day, says John. Did I miss it?
You missed it.
Was it the mention of Auburn having a winning season?
Oh, hello.
Wow.
Funny,
that
John.
was brutal.
Yeah. Let's see. Cheese curds are the best. Did we forget about the fights and deaths over the chicken sandwich at Popeyes?
Yeah.
Fights and deaths. I thought you said 1 ton, not wonton. Oh, my.
Y'all are funny today.
TJ, Totino should actually start with putting cheese and pepperoni in their pizza rolls first before changing the flavors.
There's an idea.
They're usually nothing but
That's
sauce.
so true.
But you're not bitter.
Put some ingredients in there.
Sherry says, is the tower still being repaired? Yes.
Y'all will let you know, I promise.
Yes.
You'll know. You'll know before
until we say
do.
otherwise, it's still being repaired.
Right.
You'll know, Sherry. It'll come through loud and clear.
And if it doesn't,
all you need to know.
yeah. We love you.
Gully.
Thank you for listening. And
Gully.
Yeah.
Lynn, who has only recently started texting us, does not know that we cannot open links that you send us.
No links.
Sorry
Don't
about
send
that.
us links.
Nothing we can do about that. That is a corporate-wide policy, and if we were to open it, they would fire us.
You're fired.
We don't want to be fired. Let's do this.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
Name a movie with an unbelievable premise that somehow still worked. Steve West.
Back to the Future.
That was an unbelievable premise, no question about it.
You built a time machine?
Yeah.
Out of a DeLorean?
I figure if you're going to go, why not go in style? What about you, Valerie?
I said Castaway.
Castaway is a pretty unbelievable premise. One survivor out of the entire thing.
That's hard to
Somehow.
believe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stayed there for 5 years and somehow finally figured out how to build a raft and get off the island.
Pretty
Well,
good.
he had to have the porta-john
Well, it was
wall
Wilson
to
that
make it
helped
work.
him. Wilson helped him through the 5 years.
I'm sorry, Wilson.
Thank God for Wilson. What would he have done?
Wilson.
I guess you could have done that with a coconut and had the same effect.
Not the same.
No?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, my gosh. That's a good one.
We're talking about all kinds of children, OSHA violations, EEOC problems. What do you mean you only hire Oompa Loompas? There are all kinds of other people out here applying for jobs.
Let's go back to the very beginning with the grandparents all in the bed forever and ever, and all of a sudden he gets up and starts dancing.
That's
What
true.
are they doing all sleeping together?
I need some
Forget
answers.
about him getting up and dancing.
Grandpa Joe's got to answer to something here. What is this
That's what I'm
dancing
saying,
around
man.
like a crazy
He
SOB?
should have been working all this time
That's
instead
right.
of that little boy.
You
and
could have actually
Charlie
been
working and
contributing
his
to the
mama
family,
working.
you
He
massive
was,
jerk.
You know what? I don't like Grandpa anymore.
Me neither.
He's just
I
made me
don't
mad.
care for him. What an ass. Matthew says, every James Bond movie.
Everyone?
Eric, yeah,
I don't know
everyone.
about everyone.
Eric says, Debbie does Dallas. Really?
Oh, stop it.
I tend
He
to
says
agree
that
with him.
every single time there's a
I'm
movie.
sorry.
But in this case, he might actually be
It's-
right.
Yeah, that's a pretty unbelievable premise. Let's see. Billy Ray says, dodgeball, if you can dodge a wrench. Derek says, Sharknado. I don't think that still worked. Star Wars, yeah. Tropic Thunder, great story. Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. Almost any sci-fi, right?
A lot of sci-fi, yeah.
Khan! Kelly's Heroes. They go rogue and get the gold. The Abyss with Ed Harris. Every scene, cuckoo bananas. But in the end, it all came together.
Yep.
Sort of. Passengers. Harold and Maude, says Joey, one of my favorite movies, Pulp Fiction. Independence Day, supposedly our USB drives work on alien machines.
Yeah, exactly. Windows 95, we were able to crack right into their stuff.
What? I believe it was an Apple computer. I could be wrong. Harold and Kumar go to White Castle. No, actually, I've had nights like that. Being John Malkovich, I still know what you did last summer. The fact that that would happen 2 years in a row seems unlikely.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
very
All right, that's it for us.
not believable.
We are out of here. Skippy and Jimbo coming your way next. We'll be back tomorrow, dark and early, 6 a.m. Talkage, and then Dixon and Vining, Talk 99.5, Talk99.5.com. Bye-bye now.
Y'all have a great